Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Chelsea Under Embargo. Today we're on the page of Mahis Panahi. He is in the Chelsea first team squad now. They've kind of reevaluated him to 2 stars, and when you look at our right-hand side here, it feels like he's made a case to be a very good third choice on that role, and he has actually made some appearances for us now. A few more sort of consistent ones. You know, he's got, 5 starts and 7 substitute appearances this season, and he got an assist in the FA Cup as well. So he is slowly but surely coming into his own a little bit more. He has fully adapted to that right wing pushed forward role now. Flair's still a little bit getting there, it's fair to say. So he's definitely improving, and it's really, really nice to see. I think a couple more seasons, and he could possibly get up there as being a first choice right-sided player. So that's really nice. I'll be very interested in what he does in this sort of looking forward thing where we're just going to take a look at his career overall. I think he's got 100 caps for Cyprus written all over him for that's for sure. But I think a massive move is probably got in him as well, because I do have a horrible feeling that when I leave, they'll probably sell him. Frustrating, but it's good to see him doing well. You should be seeing it on your screen now. I'm going to go check it out properly, but obviously because it was such a long time ago, I think it's all moved out of that menu now. So there was a couple of decent players in there, but nothing particularly special, unfortunately. In fact, yeah, when you look at the youth candidate, this is just what's left in it now. So we've signed up all the other ones. So I think Ibe, Tomlinson and Di Battista are kind of the ones that stood out the most. But we'll just show you Ibe for now. And here he is. This is Gary Ibe. He was kind of one of the pick of the bunch, so to speak. A left-sided inverted winger. I don't know. I think we kind of got what we expected from the youth intake this year, and that was not a lot. In fairness, though, getting Makis Panahi last season pretty much guaranteed that we weren't going to get anything special this season, and we kind of knew that anyway. So a bit of a shame, but there you go. So I did decide that we were going to try and do the Europa League for today, so that's what we're going to be doing. You'll see who we're going to be playing against. I know you now know that we beat Roma, but you can kind of think that was probably going to happen anyway. Humdinger of a match, though, it'll be fair to say. But we're doing the second leg at home in the Europa League today, and we need a win. It's a very similar story to the last few knockout rounds, unfortunately. So we'll get on to that in a minute, but first, a ton of games off camera. I considered doing a double live com, actually, but I just don't think we'd have time to condense it into an episode as things stand. And I really do want to get through this season for you guys. I know we might be moving a bit fast now, but I had to weigh it up, and I wanted to finish the season at least. So we had an FA Cup 4th round? 5th round? I can't remember. Against Oxford United. Beaten 3-1. Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante. Mount and Kante have been scoring a buttload of goals. Kante in particular. They did get one back from Guzman. Bit annoying, but what can you do? We then went out and got a pretty comfortable home victory over Roma. It was kind of tight, but eventually we sort of just spread our legs and flew, so to speak. Haaland gave us the lead. He's been amazing in Europe this season. That's when he's really stood out. It would be fair on him. We then made it 2-0 through Jude Bellingham, who had an insanely good game filling in for Mason Mount in the midfield. 8 key passes and an assist and a goal. Glorious stuff. Jadon Sancho went off injured and he has missed a lot of time, as has Hudson-Odoi. We've really been bare bones on that left-hand side now. Chacone's played there. Pulisic has played there. Hence why Panahi's been forced into the first team to play on that right-hand side. Cristante did get them a crucial away goal, though, which concerned me. And then we went and lost 2-1 away at Burnley, and that concerned me even more, in all honesty, particularly as we took the lead through Erling Haaland, and I thought, oh, right, we're off to a flyer here. But you can see there were injuries in this one for days. Mount picked up another knock, which was frustrating. Tarkowski levelled for them before Jack Cork put them in front. He slid in between 2 defenders and slipped it into the back of the net. Frustrating to lose away at Burnley, and that win actually moved them out the relegation zone, I think. So, yeah, we've got that in us this season, it would seem. And then it was an absolute melting pot of a game away in Rome. Hat-tricks on both sides. Fair enough, but it's the fact that our hat-trick was scored by N'Golo Kante. Now, albeit, of course, the last one was just because we won a penalty and he was the one that dispatched it. But yeah, in the end, 7-5 on aggregate, a 4-4 draw in Rome. What a match this was. Cengiz Ünder also grabbed himself a hat-trick for Rome. We nearly won it on the night in the end, but unfortunately a 92nd minute equaliser for them bailed that one out of the park a little bit, which is frustrating, but there you go. We still went through, though, which is the main thing. Well, we drew Liverpool. Are you kidding me? Then it was a very frustrating game away at Leeds. Tammy Abraham's got, much like the first one this season, I'm pretty certain this was an identical scoreline, even with the scorer. They played a different system, but we still weren't able to break them down a lot. Amazingly, they only managed to get 5 bookings, despite the amount of fouls they were given, but there you go. Thankfully, we did get the victory, though. Really important to just keep going at the top. And then we actually did start to really motor on. 2 more goals from Mason Mount. The first one was a wonderful volley, and then he scored a lovely dead ball free kick. Goal for Pulisic, goal for Reece James, and a late one for Erling Haaland. He's been stepping up like mad. But 5-0 over Fulham, maybe a little bit harsh on them, but it's just nice to see that we're capable of it. Then we had Wolves in the FA Cup, and it took an extra time. It took extra time to get past them. Frustrating, but we really, really needed to get through to this next round after this. So there you go. Kante gave us the lead. You can see what I mean about his performance again. Fantastic stuff. Assisted by Makis Panahi, his first ever assist, and he got an 8 on the the night as well. Probably his best performance in a Chelsea shirt for the number 69. They then equalised through Raul Jimenez, but in extra time, Erling Haaland again bailing us out. What an absolute lad. Then after the international break, we had Wolves again in the league, and this time it was much more comfortable, surprisingly. This was a bit, I feel like we mugged them off a little bit here. Azpilicueta scored us a goal, Kante grabbed one, Abraham grabbed a couple. We really blitzed them in a short spell. Right before half-time, we scored, they scored, we scored, and then after half-time, we scored again. Definitely could have gone either way, I'd have to say, but a great 2-4 victory. Lovely stuff. And then obviously the red card for Ruben Neves kind of sunk them in the end. They weren't going to come back after that. And then it was the first leg against Liverpool. Unfortunately, it was just classic game against Liverpool and Anfield in this save. As much as they've struggled a little bit in the league, they've still got that ability to just have 40-odd shots. This time it was 36, but you're not going to stop them from doing that. At least we stopped them having so many on target in the end. But Fabinho scored a thunderbolt right on the stroke of half-time, and then Lautaro Martinez scored a thunderbolt in the 62nd minute. Despite everything, we still managed to only let them score 2 long rangers. We did all right defensively, we just weren't creative enough, unfortunately. Panaki was probably one of our best players on the pitch, actually. He got 2 key passes. But again, because we'd had so many injuries, it was a real struggle just to get a team together, hence Panaki playing. We will be playing Pulisic today, though. Pulisic and Sancho should be back fit. Hudson-Odoi is nearly there as well. But it's another one of these ones where we've got to turn around a 2-0 deficit. Against CSK, I could see us doing it. Against Lyon last year, I could see us doing it. But against Liverpool, I think it might be a bridge too far. And then finally, a nice, comfortable 3-0 victory over Palace in the league. Abraham, Haaland, and of course, Alonso with the goals. Fairly comfortable again. Mason Mount, fantastic in the midfield. But 3-0 victory, really... We were just starting to drop down the league a little bit, and I was getting concerned because the teams around us were winning, but we've pulled up some really strong results in the league as of recently, and I think we've won 4 in a row now, might even be 5, and it's just pushed us right up. Where we currently sit, second spot, level on games played with Manchester United. 14 points behind Manchester City now, but on to 71. We are now, 12 points clear of Arsenal with a game in hand. Very, very close to wrapping up Champions League. Liverpool are in there too, but they have played 2 games more. And Bournemouth are still in with a shot. It's amazing. Tammy Abraham, 23 goals. I think he'll probably get more than last year, but not quite as many as we might have hoped. He got 13 assists, though, for Mason Mount. He's into double figures for both goals and assists. I can't really argue with that as a performance-wise. Leeds have finally won another match, though. You'll be pleased to see that one, Leeds fans. Also, I saw this, EC2, and I was like, what the hell's that? Turns out, it's that third competition that UEFA are trying to bring in. That actually it's actually in the game. That's kind of cool. I don't really know how it works. I think it's for 7th place. So, but it does look, it's more favouring the sort of smaller nations, which is, again, a really nice factor. But you do still get a spot in it if you're in England for 7th place in the league. So, I think that's pretty nice. I guess probably Leicester City or Spurs. Spurs fighting it out for that 7th spot. They really have been awful this year. In addition to that, we won the EFL trophy. I mean, that just shows you what a ridiculous idea it is to have under-23 teams playing in that trophy, that we were able to win the EFL trophy, which means it's depriving an actual EFL club, like a lower league side, of actually winning it. But also, the board counted that as me having won silverware 2 years early, despite me not paying any attention to it at all. So, yeah, I guess we've pleased them on that front too. So, Liverpool today. It's not the best situation for us. Thankfully, Emerson should be available. We've had a couple of players that were going to be suspended, I think. Or are they... Yeah, Rudiger's, for example, suspended, which is not great. Christensen or Ampadu is the question. I think it's probably going to have to be Ampadu. He's just performed better, so I can't really fault him on that. No, I'd rather Tomori play as the ball-playing defender. And we should have Reece James just about back. He had a slight injury as well, I think. Mount and Kante in the middle, no surprises there. Panahi, though, that's going to be Pulisic coming back in now that he's finally fresh. Sancho is finally back. We've got a basically full strength with the exception of Rudiger. That's about as good as I could possibly get us. Got a bit more options though. I'm going to put Panaki on the bench because I think he deserves it. He's getting there. He's slowly but surely getting there. But this Liverpool team is nuts. I mean, with Lautaro Martinez up top as well, he's just a godlike player. This is just going to be one of those... Oh, hang on, we need to change it, don't we? Shit. We want much higher. Well, not much higher, but higher tempo. Push it like that. Push it like that. I know it seems like I do this a lot, but generally speaking, we don't need to. But usually when you're struggling a bit, you kind of have to. We're really pressing up high on Liverpool, which could maybe lead to some errors for them. But Salah is just so good. He'll probably just dribble straight through our entire defence here. And he's found Mane around the side, and I think that one might go down as a keeper mistake. Those are kind of like the ones that Emerson scored against, I think it was Leicester with, yeah. I thought the keeper should have had this. Mane takes an extra touch, and oh, God, he slipped and basically put, oh dear. Keeper probably still could have done better there. That's us done, basically, isn't it? Like, I want to distribute to the fullbacks, but you know for a fact that if we start doing that, they'll just start, oh, Holland's in! Go on, Hurley! Oh, God! What an opportunity that was for Haaland to really give us something there. Give us that hope there. Really, and he's been so good this season, particularly in Europe. Pulisic. Oh, Mason Mount. Sancho. Kante. Oh, come on there, Mason Mount. 14th goal of the year. What an absolute lovely strike that is. He's got a few of those. He doesn't tend to score the rockety type of long shots. He's got these lovely finessed finishes in him. I thought he was going to strike it there, but actually we just held onto the ball a little bit longer. Kante rolls it to him, and this is sublime. Bottom corner, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. There's a long way to go, but that's certainly the first step. We're not dead yet. Mason Mount's ball. And, oh, it ricocheted. That could have gone anywhere. Oh, no. We just held onto it for too long. Wijnaldum's through. Goes through a few. Oh, so many opportunities to win the ball off them there, and he just didn't do it. We were playing the ball out the back quite nicely, but Mason Mount just hung onto the ball for seemingly no reason. He had options for days before that, and he's just waited for so long. Wijnaldum just goes past one player, goes past him a second time, and then, oh, I don't know what Reece James is doing at the right back spot. They're facing away from the ball, but, oh, God. Fabinho, the ball's right there, lads. Can you not do a bit better than that, perhaps? Mane. It's a good save from Kepa from a tight angle. Ooh, okay, Pulisic again. Abraham can't quite get the touch. Now he can! Oh, and again, the opportunity's there. He has to hit the target. Kepa again. Playing it out short. That's fine, though, because you can play it in a mouse. Right, now he needs to just spread this wide. Instead of just hanging on to it needlessly. That's what he should have done before. Emerson. He's got the ability to take this fullback on. I can feel it. Oh, he's gone past him. Abraham. Can he get the ball across? Goes for... Oh, and Sancho strikes it lucky, but not quite lucky enough. Oh, I don't know what to say about this one. They've had a decent number of chances, in fairness, to a Mason Mount. And Abraham has hit the crossbar. Ampadu in a really bad position, but he's still got the ball. Sancho, and it's in the back of the net. Jadon Sancho strikes it first time. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2. We are back in the match. But I still think without an insane second half, we're in trouble here. But we've looked pretty decent. It's actually very clever from Tammy Abraham just to drop that off for Sancho. Thunderbolts right there, and Becker's not keeping that out. Right, second half is, we need 3 goals. Ampadu, bit more space for him this time. Looks over the top. Abraham's flicked it on. Haaland's in the centre. Can he finish? He's missed again. He's probably should have had 2 goals in that first half, Haaland. Instead, it's 2-2. God damn. This could have been so different. We could be 4-1 up. Like, we've created the opportunities to have the goals today, and Haaland's just had a very rare off day. It's very unusual for him to miss those sort of opportunities, to be honest. And, oh, God. Well, just one of those things, really, isn't it? We've fought hard today, created some decent opportunities, but look at the... He's just... Actually, he's not the one that even scores, and the Kepa should be doing better with that. He really should. Oh, we could win it here. Abraham's got it. He's surrounded by players, though, and he's done really well to hang on to that ball. Go on. Got men flying into the box. Got to find one of them at least. Emerson. He's going to shoot, isn't he? And it's saved by Becker. Our cross completion has been excellent. We just need to actually complete one into the net. Mason Mount. Tomori! And we've hit the woodwork again. Ah, dear. Mason Mount. Bit tight here. Need a good ball at the top from Ampadu. Tammy Abraham's in! Oh, God almighty. Like, we're missing every one-on-one now. Not that that's nothing to do with it. That's just one of those things that sometimes you're going to have happen, unfortunately. Pulisic, come on. I think Panaki's time is very soon. Haaland. Pulisic's not had the best game. Oh, he's going to shoot in the end, I expect. But, oh, that's poor. That's really bad. It's been all Liverpool, unfortunately. We made the subs because we just kind of had no choice. Players were just getting too tired. Abraham, great first touch from him. He's going to drive at goal and miss again, I expect. And yes, that is the correct answer. You've won £1 million. Panahi. Inside he comes. Oh, he should have shot. Considering we're very attacking, that normally encourages them to shoot whenever they get the chance, frankly. I'm actually very surprised he didn't shoot there. Azpilicueta. One thing this game hasn't had yet is a penalty. So we can expect that soon, I expect. Here we go. Mason Mount. Oh, lovely ball for Tammy Abraham. He's through again. He's going to miss again. Yep. That's a minute to go, and it looks like not only we're going to go out, but we're going to lose at home to Liverpool in a game that I think we've been good value to at least not lose. Like, we've created tons of chances in today's match. I know they've had chances too, but we've had 5 clear cuts, but that's really good quality chances that we've just missed over and over. And we scored really difficult ones today. And now the window cleaner's here. Well, I think that's going to do it, unfortunately. Unless we win it one last time. Not that it makes any difference in the grand scheme of things. That 2-0 defeat to them... Not that it actually matters, because we've managed to lose on the night to them as well. Just been a bit poor from us, really, in general. And there's the final whistle. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 3, 5-2 on aggregate. We had the opportunities in today's game. Haaland had an opportunity. Abraham had tons of opportunities. And it was Mason Mount and Jadon Sancho that eventually got us the goals. Just wasn't good enough, unfortunately. And I've said unfortunately enough. Unfortunately. Which leaves us for the final episode of The Save, Arsenal away. Or Arsenal at home on the final day of the season. Now, it could be an FA Cup final in there too if we beat West Ham, which hopefully we will. So we can hopefully finish off at least with some silverware in this save, other than the Checker Trade Trophy or the checkbooking.com or something like that trophy. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like, that would be glorious. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.